There once was a beautiful girl named Araeli. She was only 23 at the time of this story. She had long, wavy, brown hair, bright bluish-green eyes, glasses, and a perfect smile. Araeli was working as a maid in a luxury hotel, in a busy and well-known city. Her life had been troublesome ever since childhood. Araeli's mother disappeared on her at the young age of 4, and her father neglected her. She always had to fend for herself. At age 17, Araeli moved in with her 25-year-old boyfriend, in hopes of escaping from her lonely home life. At 18, Araeli became pregnant. By age 20, her daughter's father was nowhere to be found. So, with a 2-year-old depending on her, Araeli started working, first as a waitress, and then as a maid. Her daughter, Bella, was now 5 years old, and just starting kindergarten. This gave Araeli 8 hours total to work. 4 while Bella was in school, and 4 while she was at daycare. Life was a struggle for the young mother. But she stayed determined to succeed, especially for Bella's sake. One day, Araeli's boss entrusted her with the penthouse suite. This was a big deal for Araeli, as typically only those with seniority were allowed to have the luxury suites. As she went through all the motions she was trained to go through, Araeli kept telling herself, "Don't mess this up, Ray. This is your only chance to prove yourself." As the last added touch, she placed a mint perfectly on top of the welcoming note card. Voila! She was finished. Quite proud of herself, Araeli left the suite to prepare herself for being on call. Every need would be met, no matter the request. As Araeli sat folding napkins, her walkie-talkie sounded. It was her first mission. The penthouse suite requested 2 wine glasses, and the best wine offered. In exceptional timing, Araeli was knocking on the penthouse door. A bottle of wine and 2 glasses in her other hand. Once the door opened, Araeli immediately gasped. The man standing in front of her was tall, well-built, well-dressed, well-shaven, with almond brown eyes, and short hair. Also, Araeli recognized him. "Ray? Long time, no see." The man chanted, ecstatic at seeing Araeli. "Logan Brown. Wow. Look at you," she exclaimed, meaning every bit. The last time Araeli saw Logan was in high school. He was quiet and mysterious back then. All the girls wanted him, yet he stayed to himself.
"Ray, you look as beautiful as always."
Araeli bashfully brushed her hair behind her ear.
"Come in," Logan requested.
"Okay. I can pour your wine for you and your guest if you'd like." Araeli replied. "Oh, no guest. Well, not anymore. I had a business meeting with a client." "But she canceled," Logan stated. Araeli followed him into his penthouse suite, closing the door behind her. After she poured wine into his glass, he insisted she also put herself a glass, so that it didn't go to waste. Araeli chuckled at that, then complied. She wasn't normally a rule breaker. But trusted Logan wouldn't rat her out over 1 glass of wine that he persuaded her to drink in the first place. "I heard you have a little one, is this true?" Logan pried. Araeli nodded. "Yes. I'm a single mother, working full-time here, now." Logan wore a look of admiration, before continuing. "A girl or boy?" "A girl," Araeli replied, grinning ear to ear. "I bet she is as beautiful as her mother." Araeli bashfully smiled at this. "You clean up pretty good yourself, Logan." Logan grinned. "Thank you." He was much more confident now, as he used to avoid eye contact at all costs as a teenaged boy. Still, all the girls wanted him because of how handsome he was. Now, Logan wore his handsome grin with self-assurance, making him all the more attractive. After catching up for a while longer, and showing Logan pictures of Bella, Araeli suddenly remembered she was still on the clock. Time had gotten away from them both. At the door, as Araeli looked up into Logan's face, she couldn't help but feel the old high school crush creeping back in. "It was so nice catching up with you, Araeli," Logan said. It was great, Ari said in response. After that, she was back to work. Though Logan didn't need anything until evening, when he asked for a second fresh towel. Curious, Ari nervously made her way back to Logan's room. Does he have a guest? She thought to herself. Knocking on the door, towel in hand, she heard Logan yell, "Come in." So, she made her way inside, and boldly headed toward the bathroom. Her intent was to speak through the door. But before that could happen, the bathroom door sprang open, with Ari leaning against it. She fell inward, right against Logan, who only wore a towel on his bottom half. She raised her hands up as she fell, landing them perfectly on Logan's chiseled chest. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then, Logan broke the ice, first. "It's nice to see you again, too," he chuckled. Ari backed up, embarrassed, saying, "I am so sorry." Still grinning with his perfect smile, Logan assured Ari it was fine. He showed her how the towel he currently had barely wrapped the entire way around his muscular body. Bashfully, Ari handed Logan the towel in her hand. "Thank you," Logan said, as they both held on to each side of the towel for several seconds, while staring into each other's eyes, before finally letting go. "If I stay in this room any longer, I might jump on him," Ari thought to herself. Apparently, Logan was thinking the same thing. He grabbed Ari, gently bent her backwards and began kissing her. Ari's cheeks flushed red, as she felt herself submit and melt into him. Then, Logan's towel fell. Both paused for a moment, looking down, before Logan picked Ari up into his thick arms, and carried her to the bedroom. Ari was a great employee. Never late, never called out, always picking up shifts, and always responsible and respectful. But this day, Ari was a rule breaker, and it felt so good. Her and Logan spent the last of Ari's work hours in his bedroom, in the luxury suite. "Come back after you clock out," Logan begged of her. "I can't. My daughter needs picked up from daycare," Ari rebutted, searching the room for her clothing that had been thrown all over the place in the process, earlier. After several more kisses, and with Ari dressed hurriedly, she was off to clock out, hoping nobody would ask where she was. Only one person, Ari's worst co-worker, Stephanie, said anything to her. "Your hair is a mess, girl. What were you doing? Digging in the dumpster?" Stephanie was a red-headed woman, the same age as Ari, who thought that she was the star of every shift. Stephanie was envious, especially that night, because she thought herself better for the position of luxury suite service. As she fixed her bed head, Ari decided not to argue with Stephanie that night, as she had only minutes to pick up Bella from daycare, which closes at 9:30 p.m. After Ari had left, Stephanie, in her usual promiscuous fashion, with a low-cut top under her maid uniform on purpose, spotted Logan at the hotel bar. In typical gold digger fashion, she approached Logan. Logan glanced at Stephanie without moving his head. So, Stephanie sat in the bar stool next to Logan. "I'm Stephanie." "You?" she asked. Still facing forward, as he sipped on his liquor, Logan responded, "Logan." Feeling slightly insecure by Logan's lack of attention, Stephanie asserted herself stronger. She leaned in front of Logan's face. "You seem distant, hot stuff." Looking at her now, Logan responded coldly, "I'm just not interested." Shocked that her low-cut top wasn't working for once, Stephanie huffed as she stormed off. As Logan sat sipping on his drink, he couldn't help but play the earlier events with Ari over and over again in his mind. He had a crush on her too, once upon a time, when they were in high school together. Unfortunately, his father told Logan that if he got into a relationship before the end of college, he could kiss his inheritance goodbye. So, Logan complied. He was now one of the city's top architects, yet married to work. The next day, as Ari put her apron on over her uniform and readied for work, the boss let her know that she was requested to again take care of the luxury suites. Stephanie, who overheard this, was seething from anger. Stephanie let her anger consume her as the shift continued. She followed Ari-Eli up to Logan's suite and spied as Ari-Eli and Logan flirted before Logan pulled her inside and shut the door. Stephanie was so enraged by this that she decided to storm down to the office and tell their boss about what she had witnessed. Luckily for Ari-Eli though, she knew that yesterday was taking too many chances, so today, she would cool it. Logan begged her to stay longer and even offered her a job as his assistant. But Ari-Eli was determined not to take the easy road. So, as quickly as she had first entered Logan's suite that evening, was as quickly as she exited. By the time their boss found Ari-Eli, she was folding towels in the linen closet. Their boss turned to Stephanie with a scowl. But, she was just with the guest in the luxury suite penthouse. Stephanie argued, as her cheeks turned red. One more incident from you, Stephanie, and it will be a write-up. I have things better to do than to chase after your delusions. The boss scolded as he stormed out, leaving Ari-Eli confused. But it wasn't long before Stephanie put it all into perspective for Ari-Eli. I saw you with Logan. Stephanie rattled with jealousy, flinging her long, red hair behind her shoulder. So? Ari-Eli responded. So, don't even think about it. I saw him first. And he's already asked me to lunch, tomorrow. Stephanie lied. Ari-Eli looked at Stephanie, trying not to believe her, but she couldn't help but wonder if Stephanie was being truthful. After all, Logan was the most eligible bachelor around. Ari-Eli pushed past Stephanie, tears welling up in her eyes, and ran to the stairs. If she would have waited on the elevator, Stephanie would have seen her tears. Ari-Eli wasn't going to give her the satisfaction. Ari-Eli spent a few moments huddled at the top of the stairwell, trying to dry her tears. When she finally gathered herself, Ari-Eli decided she would go ask Logan, himself, whether or not Stephanie was telling the truth. Surely he wouldn't lie to her. Ari-Eli stood at the top of the stairs, collecting herself, when suddenly, someone came flying through the utility door and pushed Ari-Eli so hard that she wasn't able to catch herself before falling down the stairs. Ari-Eli hit her head so hard that she became comatose. Her boss found her lying at the bottom of the steps, unconscious, after almost an hour of not hearing from her. Once Ari-Eli was at the hospital, her neighbor with Bella by her side, the doctors explained how grim her situation was. Well, I am too old to care for this child, the neighbor complained to the doctor. Then we will have to call child services, the doctor rebutted. Just outside of the door, having found out from hotel staff that Ari-Eli was in the hospital, Logan overheard the entire conversation. He entered the room with urgency, saying, I am the girl's uncle. I will take her. The neighbor and doctor looked him over, then at each other, before irresponsibly obliging Logan's request. He was appalled at how easily he was able to obtain custody of the young girl, but grateful nonetheless that she wouldn't go into a foster system. Unfortunately, 6 months later, Ari-Eli was still in a coma. By then, Bella and Logan had gotten to know each other very well. Logan even bought a house in the nearby suburbs and let Bella choose how she wanted it designed. Even school faculty was familiar with Logan as her full-time caregiver. Bella thrived under Logan's care too. She was even being quite spoiled by Mr. Logan, as she called him. Logan had signed Bella up with a full schedule of activities, like ballet, karate, horseback riding, and he never missed showing up to her shows. Also, every Sunday, after church, Bella and Logan would go into the hospital with flowers and spend hours just talking to Ari-Eli. It didn't matter that she couldn't talk back, they knew she was listening. After 9 months, however, Logan began to lose hope. The doctors kept pushing to pull Ari-Eli from life support, but Logan fought hard to not let that happen. Though, he was technically of no relation to Ari-Eli, so he was afraid sooner or later, he would be forced to give in. In the meantime, by 12 months, Logan decided to legally obtain custody of Bella, just in case. As part of the legal process, Both Logan and Bella needed to take DNA tests for court records. When the results came back, Logan was astonished. Bella was 99.9% his child. How could this be, he thought to himself. Then he remembered. After prom, senior year, Era Eli and Logan had ended up alone together for an eventful night. Then, Logan graduated early and was off to college the next month. Era Eli probably assumed her boyfriend at the time was Bella's father. Or maybe she knew, all along. But I might never know, he thought. It didn't matter though, because by then, Logan was overjoyed that Bella was his actual daughter. With tears streaming down his face, the judge said, "I hereby order that Logan Smith, Bella's father, have full custody of her." As soon as the gavel slammed, Logan picked Bella up and they hugged each other with overwhelming love. By a year and 2 months though, Logan was being called in to witness the doctor pull Era Eli from life support. She was showing few signs of brain activity by that point, and Logan had already prepared Bella, now 6, for losing her mother. Bella kissed her mother on her cheek one last time. Then it was Logan's turn. He pulled the air mask from her mouth and kissed her on the lips. Then, the doctor turned off her life support. For the next minute, Logan and Bella just stood around Aralie's bed, tears flooding their eyes. Then, just as the doctor was about to leave the room, Era Eli began to move. "Doctor! Doctor!" Logan screamed. The doctor ran back over to Aralie's bedside, checked her heartbeat with his stethoscope, and couldn't believe his next words, "She's still holding on." It would take 3 more months before Era Eli finally came out of her coma. Her first words were, "Bella." After extensive rehabilitation, Era Eli got strong enough to leave the hospital. By then, she was all caught up on the events that took place during her deep, beauty sleep. "I wasn't sure who her father was," Era Eli explained to Logan during one of their deep talks. "But I also knew that you had a strict father who already had your entire life planned out for you." "I would have dropped it all if I knew," Logan replied. "I know and I'm sorry. But I truly believe this is the best way it could have happened," Era Eli confessed. "And I'm so grateful that you and Bella got your own quality time together to catch up with one another. You are a perfect father for Bella." Era Eli and Logan began a passionate kiss before Bella interrupted. "You, gross, mommy and daddy." They laughed. The trio lived happily ever after. Oh, and Stephanie, she was charged and found guilty of attempted murder soon after the boss watched hotel security footage of the crime.